Yo. Alright, I just wanted to take a look at some of my old Japan dollar ideas and kind of what I used to look at and then where I stopped looking for strategies. So basically back in the day, just like harmonics, maybe support and resistance, fib. Probably didn't draw the fib correctly either. That's cool with me. And you click play. This was great. Let's check it out. So we had the election, which didn't everybody think we were just going to go down. And you have this perfect, I don't know what this one was called, maybe a Gartley. You had a perfect Gartley that looked sweet. And you had a 1, 2, 3, 4, or what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 wave. And boom, went down, I think like quite a bit of pips, 105. You normally have your take profit levels, I guess here and here, which that's another reason why I stopped using harmonics. It just didn't really make sense. Of course, if you have a 10 pip stop loss, it would make sense, but imagine having a 20, 30 pip stop loss for a move like something like that. And that's where I went. I stopped trading the animal and started trading the impulse. So this UJ idea worked for a minute, and then it came and took me out. And you'll see what I mean in a minute, but another reason I stopped using animals is people think wave theory is subjective, which sure, it can be. But animals, let me show you how subjective they are. So you have this animal. Then you have this animal. So you have another animal. You have an animal and an animal. So I think this was a crab. That worked for a minute. Take you out. Then you think it's just an overextended grab, right? Everyone has said that before. And you're doing good, and you get taken out. We'll go back to a couple of these. So bearish crab, same one. What is this? It's like 25th, 17th. So just a few days after, you have this nice daily pin bar. So I was up there a little bit. Daily pin bar at the 3618. PRZ and fucking support and resistance. Love it. And it didn't work out. I was looking for 1,000 pips though, so I've been on the quest for 1,000 pips for a while. Alright, so that didn't work. Then I started kind of getting into wave analysis. It's triangle. 5 waves all over the place. Maybe C count, which this one might end up being the one that works out, but we're moving slow, so I think this is gonna do one more up, and I'll go on the chart in a minute. And then I switched to a darker screen because my eyes are sensitive, and I'd rather look at a dark screen. It's better on the eyes, more wave counts. But the whole thing. So this is when I'm starting to see, the impulse. Like that's what you want. So if there's a way to figure out that this move is going to give you an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse, I started realizing that that's what I would rather trade is the impulse versus the correction, which that's animals are, just corrected patterns. And then you have so this isn't really how I labeled it, but you could label it like I guess like this, but you have a move up, move down, move up, 1, 2, 3. You can count as a running flat before you get that very, very big impulse. So I think I don't think anymore, but at the time I thought that was a deep correction, and who knows, maybe it ends up being this way. But it gets up to the daily bad, the bearish bad drawn from this point, which is still subjective because I should have started it with the entire impulse, but hey, this one ended up working pretty well. And I got the third drawn all over the place. So back out of that. As you can see, a lot of these animals didn't work on the larger time frame. This one did, but you're trading into. So an animal, at the end of the day, you're trying to trade into an impulse. This ended up trading into a correction. keeping short bias for UJ, which works good. So are we still in a wave 2? And then we're going down? Maybe, you know. If that happens, I called it. But no, I'm joking. And it's funny because the ones that are all colorful and shit and have like a bad like wave projections are the ones that get like the more likes usually. It's just what it seems like. And then I started realizing what might end up working a little bit better. So this wave kind of ended up being wrong, which is whatever. But the setups end up being the ones that work. So this is another 3-wave, 1, 2, 3, 3-wave C wave that happens. So they don't always have to be in 5 waves. Or if you say it's a different combo wave, then it can have 3 waves, something like that I heard. But this count ended up being wrong, but this is where I started realizing that you have a, in this case, this looks like a corrective impulse. You have a move up, move down, move up. So that's a flat, and then you're looking for the next impulse. So I started realizing that. I started just kind of getting the pattern recognition down, trying to see what repeated and what has worked in the past. So something like this, I thought we were either going to come make down, break this low and turn, or just go out from here. This is starting to look like a flat, and we got a gap. I believe that was the French elections. Could be wrong. Then complex correction, so as you see the wave count's a little bit different, so I started counting waves, trying to count waves a lot more simply than I have in the past. So this one, the nice thing about wave theory is who cares if you get the count wrong, but if you can identify a structure, you're going to be able to call a trade and still make good pips from whatever, I don't know, this was I think the first breakout, it's like 500 some odd pips, 500 some odd pips. The key is being able to stay in the trades for that long though. If you can get, identify into the structure but are just impatient, you got to work on your patience to be able to keep the trades long. And we came back down. So this is where I got it wrong. I thought this was, we're going to go. I thought this was going to make a 1, 2, 3. I even thought it was going to turn from right here. I thought it was going to make a 5-wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go back up, but it didn't. Fell, and it's completely okay. But here's the thing: you never keep your. So if this happened right here, and I haven't been looking at currencies too much, just more so crypto. But here, if this happened, and you get this impulse down, and then you make a 1, 2, 3 wave pattern with a C wave like perfect for a sell, and that's, you no longer keep your bullish bias at that point. Now, I think this is the last chart. And we went over the charts and everything in the trading room too, where we were giving out the analysis to follow. Then just some monthly projections. So I still think this is what's going to happen, but I think this is an A, a B, and a C for the historical chart, with a big impulse coming down from like the 70s. So we're still coming down. So Rick made a projection too in the group where it could be a 1, 2, 3, which definitely I could see. I still think that'll happen. I just think it's a 1, 1, 2, 3, and then get your C wave and then go. But that's still pretty far in the future, and that could definitely change. Yeah, looking at the bigger picture, same thing pretty much. I think we're gonna have an A, B, C. Still think we're gonna have one more up, but that doesn't have to happen. This is where I thought we were gonna go up from here. We went up a little bit, and then came down. So let's look at it right now. All right, so what if this was an A? What if this was an A? So this is a A of a larger degree, and then we have an A of a smaller degree, and then we have a B in a smaller degree. And what if this was a C of a smaller degree? The completion of a B, a larger degree, and then we're getting our larger degree C wave to complete. So you have A, B, C to make it bigger. A, B, C. Let's change that color. So that's what I'm looking at it as of right now. I'm pretty sure we're going to come break this low. That was this was a perfect setup. I think Rick called this one out in the group. And then from this area, maybe we'll start to get divergence. It's actually a good idea. Let's see if we're starting to get divergence. When we get to that low, so as of right now, look for some type of flag to take the trade down when you get a setup and it relates to your trading strategy. And then anywhere after breaking the low, watch for it to trend again. At a minimum, break this top to create the biggest A let's change the color for this one. For the biggest, A, B, that's really bad. It went back in time. And C, to continue to break. All right, hold on. I think there's one other pattern above this one. Yes. So to make this a bigger A, B, C, to continue going up to break this top, to make a one more to make, let me change the color for this one. I don't want blue. To make a, use reds instead. To make a bigger A, B, C, to continue down to break the historical lows. Will that do exactly what I'm thinking? Probably not. I probably won't even be alive by then, and like, I don't know, I'll probably still be alive over here, but that's a long time in the future. Let's focus on the short term, but when that happens, I'll take all the credit for it. Peace.